Welcome to Soccer Prime Tonight. Look, we are jumping right into our explainer of what has to be a legacy-defining match. Portugal versus Croatia in the round of 32 of the 2026 World Cup. I mean, this was a theater of raw emotion, microscopic VAR margins, and honestly, a storyline straight out of a Hollywood script. On one side, you've got a battle-tested Croatian squad that absolutely refuses to fade. On the other, a Portuguese team just desperate to survive. And right at the center of this absolute madness, the man himself, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Hit the pause button for a second here. 41. At 41 years old, Cristiano Ronaldo is literally fighting against time itself. For any outfield player, lacing up your boots for a World Cup at this age, it's practically unheard of. But for a forward, a captain carrying the immense weight of an entire nation's expectations on his back, man, it is a hero's trial. Every sprint, every jump, every touch is heavily scrutinized. We are watching a living legend rage against the dying of the light, knowing that this tournament is, without a shadow of a doubt, his final chance at ultimate glory.
And his longevity, it's just unmatched. 6. This is his record-breaking 6th World Cup tournament appearance. Think about that. From his debut way back in 2006 as a dynamic young winger to his current status as the seasoned veteran of 2026, he has been a constant on the biggest stage in global sports. He's actually the first player in history to score at 6 different World Cups. But despite all those records, despite the ungodly number of goals he scored in his career, there was a real dark cloud hanging over him as he walked onto the pitch in Toronto.
31. Guys, this is the single most devastating statistic of Ronaldo's international career. Across his previous 5 World Cups, leading up to this exact game, Cristiano Ronaldo had taken 31 shots in the knockout stages without scoring a single goal. 31 attempts. When the stakes were highest, when it was literally win or go home, he had 0 goals to show for it.
This is what we call the knockout stage curse. You could feel this monumental curse hanging heavy over the entire stadium. I mean, everyone knew the stats. Croatia knew it, Portugal knew it, and you better believe Ronaldo knew it. Against a resilient Croatian team that, let's not forget, reached the final and semifinal in the last 2 tournaments, this was a massive psychological barrier. The first half came and went, locked in a super tense 0-0 draw, and the curse was still very much alive.
Okay, let's dive into this timeline because the second half of this match was an absolute roller coaster. The final 45 minutes contained a whole tournament's worth of drama, from heartbreak to redemption to a changing of the guard and finally a stoppage time sequence that honestly defied belief. Let's break down exactly how this madness unfolded, step by agonizing step.
Part 1, Croatia draws first blood.
So, we start in the 53rd minute. Just listen to this live ticker commentary from the match. Perisic put them in front just 8 minutes after the restart with a ruthless finish from Stanasic's far post cross. Ivan Perisic, who is himself a veteran playing in his 21st World Cup match, absolutely stunning the Toronto crowd. The finish was ruthless, the Portuguese defense was caught napping, and suddenly the ghosts of Portugal's past failures and Ronaldo's knockout curse were screaming at maximum volume. Croatia was up 1-0. But let's look at the underlying data for a second. Look at the expected goals. While the game felt incredibly desperate for Portugal after going down, they were actually generating an overwhelming statistical wave of attacking pressure. Portugal finished with an XG of 2.18 compared to Croatia's 1.34, so they were probing, they were crossing, they were testing Dominik Livakovic. The underlying metrics showed Portugal was totally dominating the chance creation. They just desperately needed a breakthrough.
Part 2, breaking the curse.
Right, so in the 68th minute, Portugal is awarded a penalty after a VAR review. Now, a penalty kick is officially defined as a direct shot taken from 12 yards out. But in this context, it requires pure ice in the veins. Just imagine the unbearable tension. The whole world is watching. You are 41 years old. You are staring down a goalkeeper who specializes in these exact moments. You're fully aware that you've taken 31 knockout stage shots without a goal. The weight of a nation is resting entirely on your shoulders. If you miss, your World Cup is likely over forever. But he doesn't miss. 1-1. History is made. With the pressure at an absolute boiling point, Cristiano Ronaldo steps up and buries the penalty. The stadium erupts. With that single clinical strike, he officially shatters the 31-shot knockout stage curse that has haunted him for 2 decades. He drags his team back from the abyss, leveling the game and keeping the dream alive. It's his 3rd goal of the 2026 tournament, but without a doubt, the absolute most important one.
Part 3, the torch is passed.
So then, in the 81st minute, the unthinkable happens. Cristiano Ronaldo is subbed off for Ruben Neves. Now, a lot of people might look at that substitution as an end. But let's reframe this. Ronaldo set the ultimate stage. His curse-breaking penalty didn't just tie the game, it stabilized the entire team. He kept the dream alive so that the next generation of Portuguese talent could step up and deliver the killing blow. He passed the torch, and boy, did they take it and run. And what a blow it was. In the 94th minute, deep into stoppage time, we get this absolute gem. Now, the commentary rightly praises Leao's cross, reading, "A cross for the ages from Leao allowed substitute Gonçalo Ramos to send a superb header into the top corner." But make no mistake, this winner was directly set out by the foundation Ronaldo laid. His tactical positioning, his leadership, and his relentless link-up play before coming off entirely exhausted the Croatian defense. He set the stage perfectly for Gonçalo Ramos to climb between two defenders and unleash a bullet header. 2-1 Portugal. The comeback is seemingly complete. The young guns delivered, but it was built directly on Ronaldo's setup.
Part 4, Stoppage Time Chaos. I need to warn you, the drama was far from over. 10 added minutes stretched into the wildest sequence in modern soccer. Let's walk through this heart-stopping sequence, because it is truly unbelievable. Step 1. In the 15th minute of stoppage time. Yeah, you heard that right. The 15th minute. Chaos in the box leads to Josko Gvardiol slotting home what looks like a miraculous last-gasp equalizer. Step 2. The stadium completely loses its mind. Croatian fans, infuriated by earlier decisions, start throwing bottles onto the pitch, delaying the game. Step 3. VAR steps in to review the goal. And Step 4. Heartbreak for Croatia. The review shows that a microscopic faint touch by substitute Igor Mladenovic on the cross rendered Mario Pasalic offside in the build-up. The goal is wiped off the board. An absolute emotional roller coaster in the span of just 3 minutes. And when the dust finally settled, here is the final verdict of this chaotic war. Portugal 2, Croatia 1. Portugal commanded the game with 60% possession and outshot Croatia 15-13. They survived a massive scare, broke a historic curse, and proved their young stars can finish the job. This monumental victory confirms Portugal's survival and sets up a massive, mouth-watering Iberian clash against Spain in the round of 16. Which brings us to the ultimate question we want to leave you with today. Does shattering this 20-year knockout curse and setting up the game-winning scenario at 41 years old finally prove that Cristiano Ronaldo is the undisputed GOAT? Or does the fact that the younger generation had to finish the job change the narrative for you? I want to know exactly what you think, so sound off in the comments below right now. Let's get a debate going. And hey, if you enjoyed this explainer, make sure you smash that subscribe button and leave a like so we can keep bringing you more epic breakdowns of the biggest matches in the world. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll catch you in the next one.